We've had a bit of an incident there with our quarrier, Lorena, just unfortunately been taken out by a mob. She was killed down here within her quarry, and that is our combat academy now up. Brilliant. Which I then assume that she has managed to dig her way into some trouble. Ah, yes. And I do see a name tag down there as well. I have no idea who that is, but let's first of all get ourselves down here. Then I am going to very quickly build us up a obsidian golem just to take care of these nasties. In your own time. I think that might be our graveyard keeper over there. This is Ellie McDonald, and she is stuck down here at the moment. Let me see if I can release you into... What the hell is this actually? This is clearly one of our Space Wars mines. I assume it is the original one. Yep, it is indeed. Well, that's quite handy then, because I do need to come in and hire a new quarrier. On second thoughts, scrap that. That is already assigned to Deandre there, so we will go over to the other quarry and assign a quarrier to it. Thank you very much, Koa. We have Wilder Astley as our quarrier here now, so let's recall that idiot. And that's the body just been buried. Right, you get down there and mine. Just be careful of that open hole down there. I think just for a little bit of protection, I will put down another obsidian golem here, just to look after them. Okay then, idiots, what are we getting up to? Mariah is upgrading a house, that's nice and boring. Ellison is also upgrading a house, same thing. Riley is upgrading the Incan style barracks here within the agricultural district. Jalia is working on the school build for us. And Koa seems to also be working on a house upgrade of his own here. So at least all of them are busy at the moment. This is a new house build that Koa is working on, and it is a jungle themed house, which he's going to get up really quick here. And we have nothing on the open request list. So, excellent. Maybe we will make some progress here today, seeing as they aren't asking me for anything at the moment. In addition to the new golems mod that we installed last time, I also have installed yet another form of golem mod, which are these straw golems that we have here, which are primarily used for farming, but this one here has been spawned in because, well, the recipe for it was a hay bale with a carved pumpkin on top, which the builder did put in here, but it's come to life. These little guys will come in handy for the agricultural district once we get up some more farms, but at the moment they are just going to be pretty much a nuisance around here. A broken nuisance by the looks of it. If you want the apple here, you're going to need to get your ass to work, so maybe just follow me towards the agricultural district actually. Screw it. That's going to take way too long to get him over there. But what I can do then instead is maybe just help them become more self-sufficient and maybe get a few more of them out here to start gathering me up some materials to make more of them. And I want you to pick that up and then come down and place it into this chest, which eventually he will manage here in a few years certainly, but there's another idiot doing work for us here. Brilliant. This will definitely start to mess with our own farmers here, with these little chaps coming to harvest some crops, but I really couldn't care less. Although here's a first test then for you. Can you deliver straight to a stash? I don't think so, but I could definitely set up Oh, you don't even need a chest on top of it, you just put it straight into the hopper. Okay, good. Well, there we are. There's a form of automation for us. This is technically a lot more smoother than how our idiots here do it, and a lot more efficiently. Because we now have the Combat Academy up, we can start going for some more combat related researches, such as giving our knights some more armour. We will need to level up our archery build alongside the Combat Academy to go for some more combat related ones here, but now that we do have the base building up for it, that won't be too much of an issue. An upgrade that I would really like is Standard, which allows us to place a rallying banner at a set location. We will need to get the telescope one just before it, which is only 16 emeralds, which I do have somewhere. But being able to place down my rallying banner in a set location will definitely be helpful, rather than it tethered to me all the time. We are still a little while away before we do get a level 5 university here, but in the meantime, we can still go for the telescope upgrade, so let's do it. And that was all good timing there. That is Koa just finished up with the house upgrade, so that will be another idiot then for us. Right, Koa, what have you picked up next? Another house. I may cancel that work order there, just to get him coming out here to upgrade our Combat Academy. These are a lot more important at the moment, just to get our defences up. Speaking of which, it is definitely about time that we get rid of this one here. I am starting to notice a lot of new flowers and bees around the colony thanks to our melon and honey related golems, which is nice. So they will add to the overall decoration of our colony without me having to do anything here. I am still awaiting on another raid to occur, just to put our new golems to the test. I suppose we are rather fortunate that we haven't had one, but I still would like to see them in action. And have you lost your way here, little golem? The farms are up there, unless you have picked everything for us. Nope, it looks as if that Shea there is getting a bit jealous of all the hard work that you are doing and taking it away from you. Poor golem. I will reward them with some apples here, because they are doing an okay job. Oh, well, that's rather handy then, isn't it? Why do you have a potato there? You are supposed to be harvesting carrots. Have you planted potatoes down here? Oh, take an apple. Right, well, let's see these new golems in action then. They better have been worth it. Isn't that right, glowstone golem? Rather annoyingly, the northwest is to this direction here, which is one place that I do not have any golems in. But I have some copper blocks here, so we will get some copper ones up. And that is the very first casualty then. That's not great that they're already inside the colony. Oh, are they coming from the cave system? There's the second and the fourth casualty. Yep, this is going pretty much just the same way as it did before. Well, it turns out that they did not come at all from the northwest. They actually came from the northeast, so that has thrown things a little bit. That took way too long for us to find here, and we have had quite a lot more deaths. But the golems are in action, as we can see, and they are helping. Although I think they've killed my melon golem. Oh, and maybe my terracotta one here as well. Awful, awful barbarians. Yes, they have all come here from our industry district. That's really not great, because I have seen a few needless deaths, such as our concrete mixer there. I will get up a few more golems just to help us out a little bit here. I really can't have too many more deaths because there's Riley just been killed. No, that is over at the agricultural district. I think the barbarians have spawned pretty much all around us. Wow, okay, this has gone really, really badly. And there I was hoping for a barbarian raid just a few moments ago. Definitely regretting my words now. And the warrior has died as well. Excellent. So admittedly, that didn't go too well. It's a good job that I do create so many saves of this. While it's clear that our guards and golems aren't enough to keep the colony protected at its current size, so I have installed yet another mod to maybe help us out with that. I've added the K Turrets mod, which adds a whole host of different turrets alongside drones which we can use, which are basically just another form of automated defences for the colony. So far I have only made the cobble turret alongside the brick turret variants of them, with the recipe for them being fairly simple, just requiring these steel ingots, which require these semi-finished steel ingots, which are again just another easy recipe to make. And I have already spent a little bit of time here going around the entire colony, just setting up some of these turrets. I think these blue ones there are brick turrets, and the red ones just behind, these are the cobble turrets. The cobble turrets of course then use cobblestone as their form of ammunition, with the brick turrets then using bricks as their form of ammunition. There are other turrets out there which use different ammo but are a bit more expensive to make, but these two here are fairly simple, so I have made quite a few of them and have scattered them around in strategic places where at least I think they will help us defend the colony. So maybe now with all of these guards alongside our golems and these turrets, maybe that will help us defend the colony here. It's just rather unfortunate that we are going to need to wait on yet another raid occurring just to put these things into test. But on a more positive note, because we have been able to travel back in time, I have been able to save Lorena from the nasty death that she had at the beginning of the episode. So there is always that. There should be some golems protecting her down here, which I get the feeling they are maybe down there at the moment. Yep, the copper golems are all down here, and I don't actually think they're attacking the creepers. No. Good. Well, it's really nice to know that you things are absolutely bloody useless. Well, maybe not actually. I do see a lot of bones and arrows around the place. Maybe it's just creepers that they don't attack. Well, this is technically night of day 2 again, and it was on day 3 that we last had the raid. So I will allow one more day to go through, but whether we have the raid or not, I'm not entirely sure if it's scripted that way. But we're in the final day once again then, so we will just wait till the end of it just to see. All of our idiots are still currently working on some more builds for us. The school is one that I'm most interested in, so I will allow Julia to finish it. Riley is still upgrading that barracks, and Mariah and Ellison. Oh, Ellison's doing his sawmill actually. Well, at least we are doing some more different things here, but I'm not expecting me to have to get them anything. Which then leaves me some spare time to look after our newest colonists here, of which the copper golem has just picked up and yeeted. Cool. No idea why you did that. That is night once again upon us, and still no raid, so we'll go to sleep, and maybe we'll get one tomorrow. Well, it's the night of day 5, and there's the alarm. It's showtime. We have barbarians raiding us, and they're coming from the southeast, which I believe is from over in that direction there. But just before we do head over to them, I am very quickly coming to one of our barracks just to hire some spies. They cost 5 gold in order to hire, but they will then be able to show us the silhouette of the attacking raiders. Let's get back to our base and head over to them. And I can see them all just spawned in from across the way there. Perfect. Let's get a few copper golems up, and we will just let them get a little bit closer to the colony. I do have a few turrets already set up around the place, which I am hoping are going to help us out, but unfortunately I do get the feeling that they will need to come just a little bit deeper into the colony for those turrets to actually target them. And until they do, I will just get stuck right in here trying to whittle down at least some of them. Well, this is already going so much better here. The copper golems are doing a fantastic job. As for our turrets, I think I can see one of them attack them. Yep, that one there was just killed thanks to that brick turret. So maybe I will just backtrack a little bit here, just to allow these turrets to attack them. Which they are doing actually, although there was a visitor just killed to the turrets. That's a real bloody shame. And that was the cobblestone turret helping out there as well. Brilliant, as well as the copper golem. Oh, well, just like that, raid success. Well, that went a lot better than it did earlier, certainly. Excellent. And I even think we had 0 deaths from that as well, which is even better. I certainly believe that we are slowly stumbling into a winning formula here, with the golems, turrets, and eventually further upgraded guards and knights. But the best solution still to protect our idiots is just to reload to save.